Victoria Fernandez and welcome to my channel, I Live to Inspire Mental Health. So in this week's video, I'm going to talk about you and what story you have to tell this world and the value of that story and how it can really change your life if you use it as one of your biggest tools in life. First, I want to start by saying that everybody has a story. Just that some people haven't found it because they haven't stopped to think about all the things that they have experienced that has made them grow as a person. What I mean is that oftentimes people live life thinking others have had it so hard. This person broke their leg and they're out there running a marathon, or like this other person went through depression, and so that makes you're like, I've never gone through anything. I'm not special in that sense. I don't really have anything to give to the world in the sense of me, who I am. And that is not true. That is not true because every single person in this world has gone through something. So ask yourself, what have you gone through? Because nothing in life is free. It's not just about money, but it's about the things that you have gone through. For example, you might believe that, I've had everything given to me. I have the best family, I have the best school, I have the best life, but nothing is perfect. There is always something in there, an inner battle. And once you realize that there is an inner battle, you can work on it and it becomes part of your story. For me, for example, a year ago, I went to kind of a mentor, and we talked about my life, about who I am. This was before I had told people that I had bipolar disorder, but I told her. And we had a really great conversation about, life, about who she is and who I am. And I told her, look, I don't have anything on my resume. I haven't really done much these past 2 years. I'm kind of worried because everybody's done clubs, jobs, this and that. But all I've done in these past 2 years is figure myself out and figure out how I can spread my story to the world and make my life meaningful. And what she told me was pretty amazing because it was something that literally an advisor, somebody who was at my university, was telling me, and she was like, none of that matters. People in this world, a lot of them have an amazing resume that says they did this club, they did that club, they worked here, they worked there. But the most important thing that a person can bring to any job, to any organization, and to anyone in life is who they are and what they have done through their struggles in life. So for me, listening to that, it was like a huge relief because it was like, I don't have to have this list of things that I've done to prove that I'm worthy of, people's time. And I just want to say that everybody has that everybody, has gone through some type of struggle. If you're a dancer, for example, maybe you broke your leg or your foot and that made you go through a really difficult time. Just because other people have gone through it, just because it's not as stigmatized as mental health, it doesn't mean that it's not important. Because everybody experiences pain and struggle in a different way. So it's about, what did that experience teach you? If your parents went through a really tough time, you grew up in a family that economically wasn't very good, or maybe you didn't get along with them, and you might be embarrassed to talk about that. But the thing is that those are the things that make you who you are. We're not just shaped by our genetics, but by the environment that we live in. Oftentimes we're given situations, thrown obstacles in life, and the biggest test is how we face those obstacles. Not what they are, but rather our attitude towards life and our attitude towards moving forward. So just think about those things. Think about the hard moments you've had. Maybe it's not even you that went through something. Maybe it was watching a sibling. I can tell you that it was very difficult for my sister to watch me go through my bipolar episodes because she just didn't understand why I was going through the things I was going through. And that is something that has become a part of her. And in the future, that might help her to know how to deal with other people. And that made her grow because even though she was very little, she had to learn to understand me and able to love me. So it's really learning lessons are all over us each day. We just have to grab those opportunities and make the most out of them. I, for example, feel like I was born to do this. If I could go back in time, or if I could change my life, I would not change the fact that I have bipolar disorder or dyslexia or attention deficit, because those are the things that have shaped me into the person I am today. Those are the things that, although I don't say that I am those things, I have those things, they have built my character, my passion, my purpose, my will to keep fighting and to help others. And I don't think I could have gained that any other way. So this video, I guess, is just to tell you that you are special in your way, and even though you might think that your story is embarrassing, or you should be ashamed, or you don't really have anything to say, you do. Everybody has something to say. You just have to grab those moments of difficulty and find a gift within them. How can this better my life, better the life of others? Because I'm telling you, there are millions of people who have an amazing resume. They have anything to talk about, but there are not that many people who are brave enough to talk about themselves and things that they've gone through internally that has shaped them to the person they are today. Because I can guarantee you that you are not alone, and that you're not the first person nor the last to go through all these feelings, emotions, and obstacles. So if that's true, that means that the biggest power you have is your story, because through your story you can connect through others, and that's something no resume can do. So if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at I Live to Inspire Mental Health, and please share this video to somebody you believe that needs to hear about it, and also comment something that you want me to talk about. But like I've said before, this is something that I'm asking you to do, because there are questions that we might feel embarrassed to ask, but there are a lot of other people who have the same question and who would be so happy that somebody had the courage to ask about it, so that their doubts and their questions could be answered. And so always remember that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and a bad day does not mean a bad life.